Super exciting. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I think we got it. I'm super optimistic that I am now recording and able to do this. Hey Hooping World, it's Hannah. Can we just like take a moment to like appreciate the renaissance, the hula hoop YouTube renaissance that we're in? Melissa from Hoopology, Hip Hoop Hooray. I mean, Deanne Love is leading the way. Hooptown Hotties and Morgan Jenkins are always putting out really cool content, but I love this. I'm so happy because I'm not the only one making interesting content about hula hooping that pushes the conversation further, and so many other people are creating things that are just so fun. So go check out some of those channels if you haven't yet. You won't regret it. This week's video is a reaction to one of my old hula hoop performances, which I wanted to do sort of as a critique to see now, since that performance is now like 3 or 4 years old, what it is I was doing, and to kind of talk through some of the mistakes I made and some of the things I was doing well in an effort to help you see how you can be a better performer. And also because I think it would be really funny and kind of embarrassing and a little bit maybe humiliating to actually go through and watch this video. So the video I wanted us to look at today is this hula hoop performance from 2 years ago? That can't be right. It was more than 2 years ago. There was no way that this was only, okay, March 16th, 2014. I don't know why it says 2 years ago. It was definitely 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I did this performance in college, and in college every year there was the International Women's Day Festival, and Women's Day is coming up, so holla on Tuesday or Wednesday if you're protesting. That's rad. I hope you're all getting out of paid or unpaid labor on that day. So every year at my school I performed in the International Women's Festival. Totally free performance. It was just a thing for me to do that was fun. People always loved it. I was able to connect with the community more, and I was able to talk to a lot of people, and it was just fun. Like, I loved it. This video is the hula hoop performance to the song Can't Remember to Forget You by Shakira and Rihanna. Ugh, so dramatic. I loved this song. I was obsessed with this song. Still obsessed with Shakira. Shakira's my girl. I choreographed this, so we're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna actually go through and critique this video for you so you can kind of see what, I don't know, let's just do it. I don't really know what the like end result of this is going to be, but I think it's going to be helpful to look through it. So, okay, let's get started. I'm nervous. Oh my God. Okay, here it is. All right, so this part, I decided to start with little hoops. Oh, they messed up the song and I was super embarrassed and really nervous. So first off, this outfit is such a cute outfit, but I probably would have picked a different top. But I like the shorts. I still wear those shorts every day. The top is super cute. It's just like it was a little skimpy, and I remember feeling so insecure in it. Just very like, oh my God, I'm wearing this in public kind of deal. But it was effective for hula hooping, and I had been working out, so I felt pretty good even though I was like nervous for this performance. So this part of the song, or this part of the hula hoop routine, actually it was totally improvised. I made it up as I went along. I didn't plan this part, and the reason I didn't plan this part is because I think I ran out of time. I wanted to do 2 songs, but I didn't want to do it with one hula hoop. I wanted to have something different in there, and I was kind of really into working with minis at the time, which I don't do so much anymore. So that's why I was doing minis here. But I can do some cool tricks with minis, like I can hula hoop it around my waist. And I'm actually much better at that now. I can hula hoop a 20-inch hula hoop around my waist for a sustained period of time. I'm not bad at that. So one thing I want everyone to note while watching this is that I am so frantic in this video. Like, I am super duper frantic the entire time. And the reason is because I was really nervous. And I had this issue with hula hooping and hula hoop performances where I thought that if I didn't move fast enough, it would be boring. I had this idea in my head that moving fast meant the routine would be interesting. So I was frantically moving all over the place, grabbing the hula hoops, doing these tricks. But what ended up happening, and you can see this a lot, is that I didn't fully complete tricks. Like, that was sloppy right there, that turn. Doing these, I mean, these are fine. These aren't the smoothest thing I've ever done, but that's okay. I'm flailing. I'm a little bit flailing, but my hair looks great. I found this hack when I was a teenager, is you wear 2 ponytails like this, one on top of the other, and it cuts down the weight of the ponytail, and it also, I think it looks kind of punky and cute, and it makes me feel like sort of feisty. Okay, so now I'm starting with one hula hoop in this routine. And this routine's actually totally choreographed. I had been working on this for several months. I was trying to pull together elements from rhythmic gymnastics. This was the point in my life where I was really watching a lot of rhythmic gymnastics and looking for inspiration in all of that. So some of it is more of the traditional circus tricks you might see, but the trick coming up here where I just stick it on my leg, hold on, here it is. Here, where I just stick it on my leg and let it spin and then pull it off, that trick, that is actually totally from rhythmic gymnastics. And I messed up, but I reached down to pick up the hula hoop and I added a flare to it, so it was okay. Just pop your leg up, like, that looks nice. So anything you can do when you mess up to incorporate more movement into fixing it or pop your leg up, like whatever, that's a really good thing to be able to do and to actually practice, to actively practice in order to be able to do better hula hoop tricks. Okay, so I was nervous, so I didn't do the full chest roll. I did like a half chest roll where I actually didn't let go and I just grabbed it with my other hand because I was scared that it was gonna go rolling off the stage and I couldn't imagine anything worse than the hula hoop rolling all the way off the stage. This is the walk the dog trick, which I think I botched. Oh no, I did it right. So no, okay. This point right there, my friend Brian actually took a photo right at this moment, and the photo is the thumbnail for this video. So if you see it from a totally different angle, it looks like this beautiful, epic performance and this graceful reach of my arm that just like happened. And actually, it was just kind of like a moment in the whole thing. He's a great photographer, so kudos to Brian on picking that up. Little trouble balancing. I'm a little jiggly. That's okay. Again, a little bit of rhythmic gymnastics inspiration in there. It's going so fast, it's hard to even have commentary to go with it because I'm moving so quickly in this. Then I choreographed this whole part. I have some basic dance experience, but really not a lot. But I had to throw in some belly dancing because Shakira. I like, overall, this is pretty good. And I'm pretty athletic at this point. This wasn't my height. This wasn't the best I ever was. I got better like a couple years later. But this was pretty good. This was the beginning of me really like focusing on extending my legs, pointing my toes, making my lines look nicer. And this performance really allowed me to kind of gauge where I was at. Yeah, bendy girl. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh no. So this was not, I did not know how to do handstands at this point. And even worse, I didn't know how to fall out of handstands properly. So if you're doing a handstand and you don't know how to do one, that's okay, but you should know how to fall out of a handstand. And I did not. So I ended up in this totally crazy, probably killed my back, arched position, and then I fell over and it made a huge sound. I like whacked the floor and everyone was like, oh! So I messed up here, but that's okay. I like laughed it off and then I executed the trick well. And this trick I really like. I wish I had held the catch a little longer. When I do the under the leg toss and catch it on my foot, I actually like to extend my leg and hold the position of floating in the air with my leg out, with no hands on the ground, a little bit longer, but I think I was so pumped full of adrenaline during this performance and so like anxiety ridden that I just couldn't hold the pose. With this choreographed routine, I didn't have it down even though I'd been practicing for months and I was so nervous, and coupled with the idea in my head that I had to move really, really fast in order to keep it interesting, which is not, no, that's not how performance works. You don't have to move fast to keep it interesting. You want to strategically move fast, and that will be interesting among some slower moments and some like well choreographed, like well thought out transitions. But moving fast in and of itself throughout a whole performance is kind of probably just boring and frantic to watch. So then I do this trick and I try and do another handstand, but I mess it up, but that's okay. And then I just throw the hoop. I'm just like, get out of here, get off the stage, leave. These are my aluminum hoops. This is towards the end of the performance, and these were actually my aluminum hula hoops, and I'd been working on these tricks. Very loud, very clanky. Definitely put tape on your aluminum hula hoops if you want to perform with them, because they're just clanky and they're loud. And I had this idea in my head that the on-body split was much easier than it actually is. It's not. I had to work like a full year to kind of start to get it down on a regular basis. And as you can see here, we'll back up just a second. Like I've definitely got the kick up done, which is cool. But like this part, like just, oh, so messy. And not even the full split, you know, everything's everywhere. There's no control. And then I just ended it because I think the song ended and I was frantic. But everyone clapped and it was really nice. And I got a lot of compliments and people really liked this performance, even though it was super frantic and kind of crazy. And I was proud of myself. You know, it's like, it's hard to do a hula hoop performance and it's hard to push yourself out of your comfort zone. But that's what I was trying to do here because it was a choreographed routine for the most part. And then this routine ended up informing my choreographed routine down the road. So what else? I have another announcement. Oh, okay, so my other announcement. This is a big announcement and I've waited a really long time to tell everybody this, but I'm so excited to announce. I am teaching workshops at Wanderlust, Snowshoe in West Virginia. Snowshoe is the town in West Virginia. Wanderlust is the festival. Wanderlust, Snowshoe, it's called Snowshoe. No, it's called Wanderlust Snowshoe, and it's in West Virginia. And I'm gonna be there June 8 to 12 for a weekend of meditation and yoga and hula hooping and slacklining and learning new things and connecting with people. And I'm so excited to be a part of this. One of my big goals this year was to teach more and to really like share what I know. And this opportunity came my way and it was like, wow, I asked for this, I wanted this, and the universe was like, here you go. Personally, I've just been really working on adopting a growth mindset and seeing opportunities and feeling the dreams that I want to live and the life that I want to live manifested already as a feeling within my body. I want to feel the happiness of my dream life now, which sounds so cheesy, but it's true. So that when it actually comes to me and it's unfolding, I am appreciating it even more because I've already been living it. I'm so excited to be there. So I will put links in the description box below about Wanderlust, about the YouTube channels I mentioned, about where you can buy tickets to Wanderlust. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below something that you've learned about yourself through your own performance experience. So thank you so much for watching Hooping World. I love you so much. I hope that you are just having a fabulous day and that you take Wednesday off and don't do any paid or unpaid labor. So if that's possible for you, I hope you can do it. And if not, wear red to work that day so that can show solidarity. Much love, Hooping World. Talk to you later. Bye!